Ciao Giuventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. What do we do on a Sunday afternoon after a disaster game of Juve? Well, we stop, we think, and we try to be creative. A creative way of launching a new topic on the channel. Instead of giving points to the players, I wanted to launch a new topic. A topic that will actually consist in 4 blocks. We have the red card, we have the yellow card, we have the VAR, and the green card. Green card that doesn't exist in football, but I had to find something. And that's how I will try to rate the players, putting them in the boxes after the performances of yesterday and after every game. I will try to make that video a kind of usual video on the channel the day after, when we saw again the game, when we have a bit less emotions, because you know, after a post game it's always full of emotion. That's what I wanted to do. So let me know in the comments if you want this topic after seeing the video, if you want that topic, that kind of video every time after every game the day after. Let me know, I'm quite curious. So without waiting any longer, I wanted to start. So I explain again, I saw the game yesterday, full of emotion, we do the post live, then I see the game again without emotion, and the day after, so today, we will try to put the players that played actually today and the coach, Pirlo, without forgetting the coach, in boxes. So red card is a disaster, makes sense, we don't want to see that anymore. Yellow card, the players that will be in that box of yellow cards are actually the player that things that we don't want to see anymore, but pay attention, that was not a disaster, we have to do better. VR are dubious situation, players that we don't really know where to put, maybe they performed really well or probably not, so it's a bit better than a yellow card, we have to see it again. And then we have the green card for the best players of the game, if they are best players, if we can call it like that. So we start immediately with the first topic, the red card. Red card, we start with actually 5 players or coaches that will go in that box. I start immediately with the one that have the biggest red card. It's Andrea Pirlo, the coach. Why will I give him a red card? It's actually simple. Yesterday for me, the 1-1, so losing points, is mainly due to him. Why? Because he started with a team that had no organization. He was not able to motivate them after the game versus Ferencváros. That was already a disaster. It was already an alarm signal. Pirlo couldn't change anything. Yes, for sure, the defense, we were missing a lot of players like Chiellini, Bonucci, Demiral, and he had to invent again a new defense. Had to play with players like Cuadrado that were dead. We know all those things, but Pirlo, even after we were conceded the goal of the 1-1 at halftime, he was waiting again until the 62nd minute to do the first changes. He was changing man on man instead of doing some tactical changes, and we are waiting for these kind of tactical changes for Pirlo. Meanwhile, the game is ongoing, that we are still waiting. So for me, yesterday, insisting also on Dybala is for me a big red for Pirlo. The second one, and now we start with the players, is Dybala. Dybala again, 4th game in a row that is really underperforming. Where is Dybala? Where is the real Dybala that we saw last season after the lockdown, that we saw year ago, that we saw 2 years ago, and where is the real Dybala? We don't know. In 2021 we were not able to see him. Frustrated player that we see that mentally he's not there. Yesterday again he missed an open goal score, unfortunately. Not only that, he was confusing walking around on all the pitch. So a big red card again for Paulo Dybala. And then we have Arthur. I want to put Arthur also in the red cards, because it's fine to keep the ball, it's fine to show that you are reassured and okay having the ball between your feet, but at a certain moment we are expecting something more for you. We paid you 80 million euro, we wait for you that you are playing a bit faster, not that slow, and that you go in verticality. We are expecting you, Arthur, to take take that step up. We need you, and yesterday we were not able to see it. Another player that I put in the red cards is Ramsey. Even if he started with 30 minutes okay, then the problem is that the next 32 minutes that he played were absolutely not okay. He disappeared. He was not physically ready to play the game or more than 30 minutes. So yes, red card for Pirlo, we already said, because he started him instead of finishing maybe with him. But also for Ramsey. Why? Because his season is again a disaster. After a few games that he played well, he went into injuries again. It's a man we cannot count on him. So we can count on him 2 games on 5, but I'm expecting when he's playing the 2 games on 5 that at least we can see something. Yesterday he was not able to do that link between midfield and attack. Then we have Bentancur, the last one with the red. He entered at the 62nd minute, not able to change the game. Bentancur or not Bentancur didn't make any change. And now we go to the other topic, the yellow card. Yellow card for Cuadrado. He didn't play great yesterday. Actually, he played really bad yesterday. I want to excuse him because the guy was tired. He was dead. He didn't have to play that game. And that's why I put him in the yellow ones, because the guy has an excuse and some other doesn't have excuses. Frabotta is the other player I want to put in that yellow card box. Why? Because when you are young, you have some changes. You don't have that much chances to play at Juve. When you have them, you have to take them. And consistently Frabotta is missing to catch the train of the chance. Unfortunately, yellow for Frabotta. Another one is Rabiot. Rabiot didn't play as bad as Arthur, but also Rabiot didn't make any difference. He was playing really with basic touches. The basic task he was doing okay. We are expecting a bit more. And now we go to the third topic, the VAR. What is VAR? Again, we are curious to know a bit more about it. We have to see it again, so it's a bit better than the yellow card, but not enough to be in the green card. So we go with VAR. First one I will want to put there is Kulusevski. Why? Because it's true, he played 30 minutes also yesterday. He was totally lost. Why am I putting him in the VAR instead of red or yellow? It's because I want Pirlo to start him in a fixed position. Is it in a 4-3-3 on the right, or is it actually behind the strikers in the number 10 position? I don't care. I don't want to know today. I just want Pirlo to start him because the guy has so much potential. I also wanted to see him yesterday instead of Dybala as a second striker. Pirlo didn't took that chance. That's why Pirlo had a red. That's why Kulusevski, I want to review it at the VAR. Bernardeschi, other VAR player. Why? Because we saw glimpses yesterday, not enough, but the guy had to start yesterday. I'm convinced about that, and that's why I put it in VAR. And then the last one is Danilo. Danilo VAR, and you see that he was really near to have a green card. Why VAR? Because he was not playing in his position. You clearly see it. He's also really tired. But what I loved at Danilo yesterday was probably one of the only player in the last minutes of the game that was really believing in it. He was taking the ball and he was going up. He wanted that win. You clearly see that he's becoming a leader. And then we go to the green cards, the last players, guys. I start with Szczesny. I really wanted to see a miracle from Szczesny that he was not able to do versus Ferencváros, versus Cagliari, versus all the other game. Yesterday he was able to do a miracle. Unfortunately, lack of concentrations for the other players when we had the corner kick and then we conceded, but I was expecting to have a miracle from him and I had his answer. Thank you, Szczesny. Green card. And then we go to the podium. The 3 best for me yesterday was Morata, even if he didn't play the best game ever, but it was not easy for him to dialogue, to communicate it with Dybala. Green card for him. He had one really big chance on his feet and he was able to score it with his weaker foot, don't forget it, with the left. Amazing goal. And then he had an open chance. A lot of people were criticizing me, not because if you look in normal velocity the action, it was so difficult. His body was totally on the other side. He was trying to address that ball to correct the direction of the ball. He was not able to. I'm not really I give him a green card point. And then we go to the 2 last ones. De Ligt for me. De Ligt One-man defense, what a leader again, really great. He did one or two mistakes in the first half. After that, he was there. A solid guy that had every game to play with new players in the four defensive line. Yesterday he played with Rabotta, Danilo and Cuadrado. Not really easy for him, but he stands out of everyone. De Ligt again, really beautiful. And then we finish with the winner for me of the green card. The best one for me yesterday was Chiesa. Unfortunately, he had to be subbed because he was not 100% ready. Unfortunately, because until there he was the best. In the first minute he was playing on the left, on the right. Again, a bit of tactical incomprehension with Pirlo, but from the moment he found his position, he was great. That assist was a jewel, a bijou, like we said in France. Really beautiful from Chiesa, where he found it Morata. Not only that, some beautiful dribbles at a certain moment of the game. He was there, he wanted to fight, he gave everything he had. I hope we can continue to see a Chiesa like that, the best of yesterday for me. This was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that new topic on the channel. Let me know in the comments, do we want to continue with the red card, yellow card, VAR and green card, instead of giving numbers to players, actually ranking the players from the worst until the best? Let me know. I'm curious if you want to do, if I have to continue that the day after the game. Thank you for following. I wanted to say thank you 9,000 times, because this morning we hit the 9k, and this is thanks to you. Continue to support the channel, putting a maximum of like, and as always, Forza Juve.